Okay, so here we are on Snowden Carr, which is just to the north of Asquith in Yorkshire. And the modern day importance of this site is that now we can see, if I can flip the camera around, I don't think I can, we see the American military base on the far edge there, the white orbs in the distance, which is part of the Americans' communication spy satellite. What's it called? Golf balls. Valley. And then all around us we have these fantastic glacial features which have been carved into the landscape 10,000 years ago and onwards by a glacier which would have been right now up to a mile above our heads. 1 mile. And then 10,000 years ago it retreats, it starts to retreat, and this landscape becomes exposed again and the trees pop up, and this would have been forested just like behind my head there. You can see the far ridge forested. This whole land would have been forested over, and people start to move in from Europe not long after that. Now, our first evidence of human settlement around this area is up to 8,000 years ago, as people moved north. Could have been longer, we don't know. And then now here we are on Snowden Carr, where we start to see some really interesting things. So this, again, this pile of rocks might just look like a pile of rocks, but the fact that it sits here means someone put it here. Now, most early cairns of this type exist because the first people who started to perform agriculture over this site had to collect the glacial debris from the ground, and so they would pile it up in cairns just like this. I suspect that this would have been much bigger in the past, but people have taken from this to build the walls much more recently. So what we can see here around us is probably medieval, maybe post-medieval, probably medieval, dry stone walling. Now, most of those rocks would have probably came from the clearance cairns like this, which go back to the Bronze Age. Clearing all of this land for agricultural use. All of this moorland for agricultural use. Now, 8,000 years ago, this wasn't moorland, this was a place of biodiversity. This was a forested area, and this was much more temperate and dry than it is today. And so this was a great place to build your settlement and to have beautiful views of the surrounding area, which were not only beautiful but strategic, possibly defensive, but more likely strategic in terms of being able to scour your landscape and see what was available for your use. Anyway, we are going to progress away from what we've seen. And by the way, just behind us, in this dry stone wall, we've got some glacial rocks, probably moved a little bit by humans. And we've already seen examples of foot marks, no rings yet. But we are yet to get what is called the Tree of Life. And so we're going to head in this direction behind me, and we're going to look for the Tree of Life. But one more time, just so important to see this surrounding landscape and imagine the glacier moving across this landscape, scarring it out. These great big deep cuts in the landscape caused by this enormous, powerful glacier, which is now long gone, but the evidence remains of it. So this is fantastic. Look at this. This is one of the best preserved cup and ring marks I've ever seen. And this is more pronounced than what we saw at Lordenshaw. That is incredible. And so maybe this part has been uncovered fairly recently, but it also begs the question, well, what does that mean for the future? Now these areas here have clearly been weathered for a lot longer, and so already the ring marks have faded. The cup has got deeper due to the rain, and a more pronounced example of that here. The rings have faded, the cup remains. But you don't want to make too many assumptions about what you can see. You don't want to start claiming that things are there when they're not. But equally, if you start to write off ideas and close your mind and just say, well, no, that can't be anything because it's too small, well, that opens us up to missing vital evidence. But all of these cup marks here would be worth marking down, would be worth mapping, drawing, and perhaps I'll be able to pick one up online and add it to this and show you what the entire thing looks like. But what does it mean? Because from this point, again, the view of the valley in both directions, is there any significance attached to that? What would these be for? Is it just an example of artwork? Does it mean something more? It's very, very interesting. It's very, very fascinating. And here as well, is this another cup and ring mark? You can kind of see the marks there, and it's almost striated, but here. How did this look 1,000 years ago? How did this look 2,000 years ago? Incredible. Absolutely fascinating. And so there we go, our first cup and ring mark of the day. So let's move further up again. Now on this rock we can see multiple things. So you can see where the water runoff has eroded the edge of the rock, and so it points to the fact that lots of these channels here, to what extent were they originally carved on and then have been eroded even further, or to what extent are they just examples of water runoff. However, what I think is particularly significant is this kind of shaped structure, which you can only see when you get the light right. But this is a horseshoe type of shape. This, I don't know, but we have these two runoffs. We have this. What are we looking at here? Is this a head? Is this a body? Legs? Is this a change from what we can see all around here, by the way? The cup marks, like we see all across this area. This certainly looks more like a channel of runoff water. But where does it come from? It comes from this, which is in horseshoe shape. That is not natural. So we've got a mixture of cups and rings. Cups alone, possibly partial rings, or possibly shapes. What is that? What does that represent? And what does this shape represent? I'll leave that for you to think about. But to look at the rock from this angle, on this site, which was clearly populated by humans at some point in the past, whether that was just agricultural or community or defensive, and then this view. Now, during the Bronze Age, this is all forested, but you still get this amazing view down the valleys. So, there we go. Not some of the older pictures you might see of this, but we can see the lines which connect circles. This is very badly weathered, but if you think about what this must have looked like even 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago, we don't know when this was created. We can't say for sure. Yeah, we found it. Anyway, let's take a closer look and then talk about it a little bit more. Now, before we do anything else, I just want to point out to everybody the best way to get which is called Snowden Carr Road here. We must have went about a third or a quarter of the way down and parked at this little spot. That was the first spot that was available. And then you just follow the road down here. And there is a gate. There we go. There's a gate just down here, straight off the road. And then there's another gate straight up here. And then you can follow the path. Well, it's not really a path. You can walk all the way around back to what's called the Tree of Life. What I've just noticed is essentially what we've got around this site is a stone circle. And again, we've got to think about this with a historical mind. We've got to remember that this landscape has changed a great deal. We've got to remember that human beings have moved rock around here for a very, very long time. But it's absolutely clear to me that moving around this area where these large stones sit is that we've got the remains of a stone circle sat around the Tree of Life. This is people who were here long enough to put this together, to move the rocks, to have thought about it, to have thought about what it means. This is important. This is important to the human story. And I look in the distance and I see standing stones like that. That's why it points to more than just, and again further up here, it points to more than just small, undeveloped people. This points to something significant. Maybe spiritual, maybe not, I don't know. I don't know why, but what I do know is that it tells us developed people, more than what we believe right now, did live here. They had structures in place to be able to do this. This wasn't some people off the beaten track. Okay, now I'm going to look at this a little bit more. I'm going to head further up and I'm going to look at those standing stones and we'll investigate those as well. Okay, further investigation. And from the site of the Tree of Life, perfectly aligned with this rock, which is part of this network of a stone circle, is dead east. Now there is no way that is a coincidence. There is no possible way. What would it be? 1 in a 360 chance that would be aligned dead east. So what does that tell us? It means that people saw significance in the sun. They saw significance in the way the sun rose, and they attached a significance enough to that to build this structure. We know that from the folklore attached to this site. Apologies because it's very windy now. We know that from the folklore attached to this site, this was an area, even during the medieval period, even during the post-medieval period, where people came for May Day celebrations to mark the coming of summer. And so the power of the sun to bring summer, the power of the sun to rise every day, this now starts to represent a people who, whether you want to call it spiritual or whether you want to call it people who had an awareness of the power of the sun, they certainly saw significance in all of that stuff. This is an incredible site and I recommend it to everybody. This is the first site I've been to where there has been a clear remainder of a due east marker, and where we've seen a clear stone circle, and where we've seen amazing cup and ring marks. This is a fantastic site and I recommend it wholeheartedly to anyone. Come along, take a look, try and get an insight into what this place might have been like. Think about history on this 12,000 year curve since the last ice age, and how this landscape has been created and formed and shaped by human activity and the evidence they've left behind. So there we go, until next time.